If you ask an AI to write a story right now, you are almost guaranteed to receive a rich tapestry or a symphony of chaos. That predictable robotic tone isn't happening because the AI lacks capability. It happens because without specific instructions, language models default to the most mathematically safe, frequently used patterns in their training data. To fix this, you need to build a 4-layer master prompt. This structure uses context, role, constraints, and format to fence the AI in and force it to adopt a specific human style. When you build out this structure, you stop accepting the machine's first guess, and you start directing an assistant that actually works in your voice. Step 1 is defining the tone. Most people try to do this by using adjectives, asking for something gritty or lyrical, but the model is just guessing at what those words mean to you. Instead, you need to establish what we call voice DNA. You do this by feeding the model 3 or 4 paragraphs of the exact prose you want it to emulate. Give it a direct command. Tell the AI to analyze the rhythm, the sentence lengths, and the specific word choices of your pasted text, and instruct it to write using only those mechanics. Providing this context shifts the model's trajectory, pulling the prose off its corporate centerline and toward the specific rhythm you provided. Showing the AI a concrete example consistently outperforms trying to describe it. This establishes your human baseline before the drafting even begins. Now that you have the right voice, you have to block the wrong one. You do this by setting negative constraints. This means building your own slop dictionary. You literally list out the words the AI is forbidden from using, like tapestry, testament, and especially delve. Next, ban its structural tics. Explicitly forbid it from using groups of 3 adjectives, and outlaw contrast setups that state what a thing isn't before defining what it is. If it drafts about a wave of grief, you cut it. You replace that labeled emotion with a concrete physical action, like a character setting down a coffee cup a little too carefully. By aggressively hunting and banning those defaults in your prompt, you strip the recognizable machine sheen right off the text. Step 3 is setting boundaries, using what we call the prime directive. This rule tells the AI it is strictly an objective camera. It cannot decide the internal thoughts or physical actions of your main character. This also stops the machine from summarizing the scene with a moral lesson or philosophical platitude right before the break. To keep the AI from inventing its own logic, we use question-first drafting. You instruct the model to pause and ask you questions before it writes a single word. Have it ask you about the character's hidden motive, what the immediate stakes are, and the specific sensory texture of the environment. When you force the model to wait for those human answers, the underlying logic of the scene comes from you. The AI is simply assembling your ideas. Even with a highly tuned prompt, the raw output will still be too neat. You have to do a manual pass. This is the grubby edit. Your goal here is to intentionally introduce friction and break the perfectly balanced metronomic rhythm that machines favor. Take a long, smooth sentence and snap it into fragments. Start your sentences with conjunctions like and or but, exactly how people actually speak. Then add highly specific details. Drop in an exact street number, a specific brand name, or an odd texture. Statistical models rarely predict these hyper-specific facts. Adding that human asymmetry and imperfection makes the text ring true to the reader and keeps it safe from automated detectors. Put voice DNA, the kill list, the prime directive, and question-first drafting into a single set of instructions, and you have your master prompt. The output you get is punchy. It relies on specific details. The robotic phrasing is gone. The AI is following the blueprint you established. The character in the final draft isn't a machine fluke. It's the result of your specific constraints. Save this template, download the checklist, and use these layers to override the model's defaults.